Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Metagross. Metagross got access to the new fast move of Shadow Claw, and this makes this Pokemon so much better in the Master League Premier Cup. This cup is going to be available very soon again. It's going to be an interesting cup here because, of course, of that Metagross. Metagross is going to be a very strong Pokemon here, but also like Floor just got buffed. Floor just got access to the move Chilling Water, which we have here on the team as well. We have other buffs. You have the Dragon Breath, which got changed. We have Dragon Tail that got changed. We have the Dragon Claw that got changed. We have the additional Thunder Punch on the moveset on the Dragonite. There are so many changes, and if you want to see some good teams for this cup, there's of course the video as well here later on the end screen, but generally on my channel towards the top teams for this meta. And this is also one of the top teams. This is the #1 team that I had for this meta, and honestly it was so strong. Like, I destroyed so many opponents here. This is, of course, friendly battles. Thanks so much for everyone who invited me to battles here as well. We have quite a lot coming up here. It was a lot of fun to play. One person did get the rules a little bit wrong at one point, which you're gonna see as well. But generally, I had a lot of fun, and it was very nice competitively. We saw a lot of Pokemon here, for example, even something like the Como, which I didn't really prepare for, because it doesn't seem to be that great in the current meta. Was here getting one-shot by a Fairy-type Pokemon, and yeah, Florges was amazing, but the face-up of Metagross honestly surprised me. It was so strong, especially Shadow Claw as a fast move helped out so much. This team though, if you watched the top team video already, had the main weakness of Riperior. And now we're going to face up against it, but we face up in the best position possible here. We're going to have Riperior against our Florges. And this is going to be great because we have Chilling Water, dropping the opponent's attack. But not only this, we can use the opportunity here. We should have got a free fast move, and this was most likely a little bit of lag or whatever that didn't allow me to get the move on. But this allows me now to catch the move, resist it, and double debuffed on to my Metagross. Metagross gets so fast now to those media meshes, and look at the damage output here from us. And I know that I need to keep alignment. If I don't have alignment, I am going to be in big trouble. And this is why you're gonna see me shield here, and this is why you see me go for the full farm down. I know that they're gonna have Riperior, I know that they're going to have the option to go for the full farm down here against me, but I don't really care. I need to keep alignment. Alignment is needed in order for our other Pokemon, our Magnezone, to shine, which I haven't even talked about yet at all. Magnezone is fantastic in this meta. It allows you to beat most of the Steel-type Pokemon, the Flying-type Pokemon, and the Fairy-type Pokemon, which is like the only Pokemon that can kind of do this, and this is the opponent that kind of didn't really understand the rules there. My god, made a mistake here by building the teams, is kind of what I want to say with it. They are running Melmetal. Melmetal is not allowed in the Master League Premier Cup. This Pokemon is considered a mythical Pokemon, and while it's very much common in Pokemon Go, it is not allowed in this meta, and with that, it's not a Pokemon that you would want to run, or like that you can run. But nonetheless, we're gonna win no matter what anyway, because Magnezone is also absolutely broken. Honestly, this team worked out so well. I do think that this is going to be one of the most common teams that you're going to see though in this meta, because it has something for everything basically. Like, there was not a single Pokemon here where I was like, don't have anything to do against it. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose against it. No, it works out so well, especially thanks to the coverage that we have here on the lead on the Florges. It just changes things. It just makes things, even against the hardest counter, which in my opinion is the Riperior against this team, it still allows it to function quite well. And again, Riperior has to fear the lead matchup here with the Chilling Water still. It has to also still fear the media mesh of our Say Stop. It doesn't really have to fear our Magnezone there at all, but like, that's alright for Magnezone. Magnezone still tries its best. But as you're gonna see here, Wild Shot is coming through against the Goodra. This is not really looking like a good matchup generally for us, but they're still gonna be forced to throw, and we're going to have alignment now, and we have the option, as soon as they have alignment, to go for the debuffing move here with our Florges eventually. And as you're gonna see, they decide to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch here. This is alright. We're gonna try our best to go for the move there, but we're gonna see the swap out here into the Metagross, which is alright, because Chilling Water is coming in, and with that, the little bit of damage here is enough, and also especially the debuff is enough to put them into a position where they have no chance of winning, because I can just shield here. If they go for Earthquake, they go for Earthquake. They go for Earthquake here as well, and with that, I can just go for the full farm down. I don't need to throw, and I win this battle. Like, what is this Goodra with a few HP going to do against my two Pokemon here? Not a lot, I would say. And I can just go for the safe play, of course, going for the charge move spam. I know that the opponent knows this one as well. This game is over. And we can move on to the next one, where we will face a funny team. Honestly, shoutouts to you. This is hilarious. I think there's a hundo Charizard and a hundo Venusaur already here as a shadow, as like starter. like getting those is ridiculously difficult. I do think both of them are hundos from what I can gauge. I'm fairly certain the CP is correct here for both of them. I know that the Charizard IV should be, CP here should be definitely correct here. Yeah, Charizard gets up to, yeah, perfect IVs there. Venusaur, I think, is also correct. Yeah, Venusaur is also a hundo, so 2 hundo Pokemon here already. And you can guess already which Pokemon is in the back there. Which starter Pokemon might be lurking in the back. I'm curious on if the last Pokemon is also a hundo, because it's going to be, again, another, yeah, what's called, another Shadow Pokemon there. But yeah, honestly, like having already hundo Venusaur and hundo Charizard is going to be crazy. But do they have a hundo Blastoise in the back? We will find out shortly. It's going to be a Blastoise, and this is indeed a hundo Blastoise. How the hell did you get this? I know that you're watching my videos anyway, and I know that you're part of that community for quite long. I think it's the 88 on the top there, is it? Because yeah, it is. Like, how did you get this? Like, I know that you're gonna comment anyway, so feel free to please leave me a comment down below. Shout out to your team. I knew already the entire time that I would still win this battle, even though I got kind of hard-rolled in the beginning and in the middle stage. But I knew that if they have a blaster in the back, I know that I have no chance of losing this battle. So like that wasn't really that crazy there, even though like, it was of course tough matchups generally. It's of course a meme team from the opponent, don't get me wrong. Like I guess Charizard has some play against like the steel type Pokemon, Venusaur is actually quite good. But what a team, like triple hundo Kanto starters, like hundo Shadow Kanto starters, it's kind of madness. Like literally shout out to you, I have no idea how you got this, but cool. It's a cool team there. If you want to send me some gameplay with it later as well, like when the cup drops, I might actually be looking into showcasing it, because like, what is this team? It's kind of hilarious. Like, how do you get a triple hundo Shadow Kanto stars? Anyway, let's move on here to the next battle. Like, it's only fair for the players here that also battled me that I commentate their battles. Of course, we're going to have the awkward here coming through from the Gyarados. Magnezone comes in, we're going to be able to get the KO. Magnezone is so strong in this meta. But what are we going to have here in the back? It's going to be the Dragonite. I can go for the Wild Charge to force a shield early, which we're going to do here now with this play. And as we're going to see as well, this is going to allow us now here to go for another charge move. It's going to be that Moonblast coming in against the opponent's Florges. We get the attack drop straight away, which is fantastic, because now we can just still use a shield here just to be sure, because I can go for Ching Water Spam. And now I know at this point as well that I have still play with both of my Pokemon against the final one. We know the Dragonite is still lurking there. The attack drop is on now, so this doesn't do damage at all. And the opponent's most likely going to expect me to swap out of here now, and I stay in, and they are now in the Dragonite. And this is an impossible matchup for them. I can let the Thunder Punch go through, I can go for the Moonblast in order to get the final shield, I can swap out afterwards, go for the Wild Charge, and I should be able to win this battle with that. But I actually need a lot of energy here still, so I was a bit worried that they might be able to go for double superpower, especially as they're going to go for the bait here first. But luckily I'm still going to be able to reach that Wild Charge in time, and especially with the fast move buff on that Magnezone, like it gets those Pokemon way easier into Wild Charge range, which is crazy, and we're going to be able to win yet another battle. Shoutouts to all my opponents here, by the way. We're going to have a Florges against Florges in the lead. This is going to be a matchup where I played quite interestingly. I decided to swap out of here. I always decide to go up to a Moonblast and then swap out, even if it is Chilling Water, which is the worst possible position that you can be in, which happened here right now. I am alright with it, because we are running an ABB style line. You want to bait out the ground type Pokemon so your Magnezone doesn't have to deal with it. In this case, they don't have a ground type Pokemon, great information to have. And yeah, this is kind of the way you want to play this battle, and this is kind of the way you want to play this team, because this is how this team is constructed, and you need to keep your lead alive, especially with energy up, which you try to do here in order to deal with those ground types for your backline. And so, if you face Florges with this team, if you want to copy this team, which I highly recommend you, if you face Florges against Florges in the lead, always go for the swap out after 7 in order to catch a potential Moonblast. If it's not a Moonblast, totally fine, but at the end of the day, you play the team correctly like this. And next up here, we're going to have the Gyarados, not really too threatening. We have the Chilling Water, because I want to just get energy here. I know that the opponent still has another Pokemon there in the back, and I can just debuff anything. Like, it is what it is. I can just debuff anything that I want. I can get up to a Chilling Water. I can just take another hit here. And it doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to win this battle here yet again. There's not a lot that they can do about it. Gyarados goes down, and with that, there is just going to be that Florges left, which has to deal now with Mirror Shot and a Moonblast Sword. And this is, of course, something that they cannot deal with. There's nothing they can do. This is not even going to be enough to knock us out, and so they're going to be now in chilling water range with both like with their Pokemon here as well. Like, we are in chilling water range, but they're also in chilling water range. So our Magneton can go down from another chilling water, but we have chilling water still on our own Florges. So there's nothing they can do here really, as we're gonna go even for the swap. Absolutely unnecessary. I could go ahead and go for a Wild Charge, go for a Mirror Shot, doesn't really matter, I would have won anyway. Go for Fast Move 1, but we're just gonna go for the Moonblast for the crack. Next up, we're going to have here the Primarina. Primarina is going to be a Pokemon that is going to be alright for our lead, but again, we have two great answers in the back. And so what we want to do is we want to swap out of here, but we're gonna get kind of walled by a Shadow Riperior. Shadow Riperior is a ton times worse than the normal Riperior, because it is going to be able to farm down the Metagross here, the Shadow Metagross, before something happens. By the way, I should have said that in the beginning, but I guess that's for the people that are listening actually until the end, and there's going to be questions towards it in the comment section below as well. Yes, you can run this team without the Shadow bonus on the Metagross. The Shadow bonus is not needed in any kind of way. It really isn't needed. It makes matchups a little bit better that are generally worse for the charge move typing that you have. So you have more pressure against the Gyarados, you have more pressure against like something, I don't know, like, to be fair, Gyarados is like the only one that I can really think of right now. You have more fast move pressure against those, which is going to put them closer into like media mesh range. That's the benefit of having a Shadow version. The rest normal can easily do as well the same. There's no real big difference. They are very much equal in this meta, in my opinion. There are benefits on one side. There are, always going to be something that you can, like, where they change the matchup a little bit, but it's not going to be crucial. Like, if you have a non-Shadow Metagross, this team absolutely functions the same way. You don't need the Shadow bonus on it. Here, sadly, we're going to barely lose. This was, I think, the only matchup that I lost with this team here, and I barely lost after getting kind of the matchup there with a Shadow Riperior. Congrats to you, though. Good game there. Well done. And we can move on to a horrible lead. We can swap out into our own Metagross. Here's the thing. You can literally play this matchup out in the two-shot scenario, but the opponent decides to swap out anyway to catch the move onto, I think, the Gyarados as well. No, onto the Ursaluna, and this is going to be doing way more damage than I expected, because the opponent's Ursaluna isn't fully powered up. This is only a level 40 Ursaluna as far as I can see that, because I think Ursaluna gets up to 4,300 CP, this is for 3,900, so this should be just basically at the range of level 40, and this is of course going to impact the battle because they do no less damage. I can easily let this move go without having to worry, and I can just get even here some energy. They go into the Metagross. I am going to be able to go ahead and go for the Chilling Water in order to drop the attack. They have the Bullet Punch still here, by the way. They don't have the Shadow Claw. I actually only now realized that. I was wondering why I did more damage than the opponent in the mirror matchup there, but it was because I actually had the better fast move than they had. They have still the Bullet Punch. As you see, by the way, on the right side, in order to get Shadow Claw on a Shadow Metagross, you need to use an Elite TM. This was my only last Elite Fast TM that I had, so I hope there's not a Pokemon where I would need this in the future again, until I get a new one, but as you can see here, we're going to be able to get the KO against the opponent. We are going to see that they are going to have in the back here a Florges, and we have two good answers for it, and this is going to be a good game. There is basically nothing that they can do here. They could have powered up the Ursaluna, which maybe would make the matchup a little bit more difficult, because I guess our Metagross would be down already at this point. There will have been definitely some changes in the matchup itself, but generally speaking, I think we would have been fine no matter what. We get a free fast move in, which is even better here as well for us. And this is going to be cool, because now we're going to have the Wild Charge coming in as well, and we can go ahead and get the KO against that Metagross, and now we can get that KO against the Florges, and there's not a lot that they can do about that. And so, this is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.